Hello guys, welcome back to the series of Python programming. So as you all know, we have almost completed all the basic important concepts of Python. I have given the link in the description. If you are new here, if you have not visited our previous videos, I would recommend you to go and watch those videos first so that you will get a clear idea about Python from the very basics. Now in this video what we are going to learn is, now we are actually starting to learn the advanced topics of Python. Fine. So we have already seen all the basic concepts of Python. Now we are going to see how to handle files. So basically we are going to see file handling in Python. If you have worked with any other programming languages like C, Java and all, you must be aware that in those languages also there is a facility where we can deal with files with the help of code. That means what? With the help of code, you want to open any file, any existing file. By file I mean like text file or any other file. For example, you want to open any file, you want to read the content of the file, you want to write into that file, you whatever you want to do with the file, or it is generally known as file handling. Fine. So in this video basically we will be seeing all about file handling in Python. So what are the commands through which we can access our files with the help of our Python file. Fine. Okay, so let's start. First of all, as I told, what is file handling? File handling is all about dealing the files, reading, writing, appending, reading the contents. Fine. So whenever we want to deal with any files, we have to use file handling in Python. Now we are having specific functions for doing that. Now the very first function that we are talking about is open. So see, as you can see here, OPEN, open. This open function is basically used to open any file. For example, you are having any text file. As you can see here, you have to mention the name of your text file here. So as you can see here, the name of my file is test file. So I have written testfile.txt. So in the very first parameter, it should be your name of the file, and this second parameter is actually the mode in which you want to open your file. So basically we are having four modes. The first mode is R. R means read. That means you just want to open your file to read the content. You don't want to do anything else. So in that case you can open your file with the help of, see, f is just any variable that I am using. F can be anything. You can write any variable name here. Open is the function. Testfile.txt is the name of my text file which I want to handle. Now here we are talking about modes. Now there are basically four modes: read, write, append and create. Fine. So the very first mode is R. If you don't mention any mode here, by default it will take the read mode. Fine. So when we will be using the read mode, when we just want to read the content of the file and we don't want to do anything else, in that case we will write R here. The second mode is append mode. So append mode means what? We want to open the file for appending any content. That means what? If there is already content available in the file, we want that content to be already there, and then we will add our content also after that. Fine. That is known as appending. Now in this case, whenever we are opening the file in the append mode, in case that file is not present, it will create the file itself. Okay. If you are writing, see, in case of A, it will create the file itself, and if the file is not present. Okay. Similarly, if you are writing W here, W means write. That means what? You want to open the file with write mode. Now write mode means what? You want to write something in your file. And what is the difference between writing and appending? If you are already having some content in your file, with the help of write mode, all the previous content will be deleted, and the new content that you are going to write in the file, only that content will be present. But if we talk about append mode, in the append mode what will happen, that whatever content was already there in the file, those content will remain unchanged, and along with that old content, your new content will also be added. So this is the only difference between read mode and write mode, and the similarity is both are used when we want to change something in the file. And again, the similarity between the write mode and append mode is that if you are opening any file in write mode or append mode and that file is not already present, so what the write mode or the append mode will do, it will create the file with that name. For example, I am writing text file.txt and w here or a here, and if this name's file is not already present, it will create a file of this name and then it will write or append in that file. Got it? But if I talk about the read mode R, whenever we are writing test file.txt comma R, so whenever we are writing read mode, that means what, we want to open the file to read its content. Now in that case, if this file is not already present, it will not create by itself, it will give you an error. Fine. So these are small things that you must be knowing. So again, in write mode and append mode, if the file is not already present, it will create a file of that name. But if you are opening the file in the read mode and if that file is missing or that file is not already created, then it will give you an error. Got it? So read, append, write, and the fourth mode is X. X is actually create mode. So what it will do, it will create the specified file and it will return error if the file exists. So understand this thing very clearly, that what is X. Many people think that there are only 3 mode, read, write and append, but no, we are having this fourth mode also. So the fourth mode, that is X. X is used to create any file. So whenever you will write f equal to open test file.txt comma X, that means what, by X you are telling the compiler that this name of file, this file is not already present and I want to create it, and that's why I am using the X mode. But in case you are using X mode and the file is already present, in that case the compiler will give you an error. Fine. So these are about the 4 modes: read, write, append and create along with a file whenever you want to deal with a file. Got it? So these are the 4 main modes. Now let me tell you where this test file.txt should be. Whenever you want to deal with any file, make sure that, or you can place the file somewhere else also and give the full link, but what is the easiest way, that write the file name here and make sure whatever file name you have written there, this file you have to make it here. Wherever your .py, see, I am writing this code in my Python file, right, learnpython.py, and where I have kept this text file, wherever in the same folder, in which folder my learnpython.py text this Python file is. Fine. So .py, wherever you have saved your .py file, in the same folder, in the same place or in the same location, you have to place this text file. Then it can read it very easily. Got it? So this is where I have put my test file.txt, and this is the content of my test file.txt. I have just written these 3 simple lines. Got it? Hello, good to see you. Let us all learn Python. This is the content of my text file. Now let me show you, I have already shown you about 4 important modes that we are using, that we can use along with the file. Now apart from these 4 modes, we are also having some additional things. You can additionally specify that what type of file it is. So now there are 2 things. One is text file T. If you are having text file like txt, this is my text file, right? So whenever I want to deal with such kind of file, I can write T. So T is my text file, and the another one is binary B. So basically we will use binary mode whenever you want to deal with any images or something like that, because we know that images are stored digitally in the form of matrix, like, right, 0101 in the form of matrix it is stored. So when there is any image or any such kind of data, you can write the mode as B, that is binary, and otherwise for normal text, for normal characters, sentences, you can use text mode T. Now how you can use it? For example, I want to open any file. Let's say this is my file, test file.txt, and let's say I want to, this is my text file, so T will be there, and let's say I just wanted to open, just to read the content, so I can mention it like this, RT. Got it? So how I have to write it? F equal to open, and inside the bracket I will write the name of my file and then comma RT. Got it? So let's execute it. Process finished with exit code 0. That means no error is there. What I have done, I have simply opened the file test file.txt in read mode, and I have mentioned that it is my text file. Now what if I want to read the content of this file here in this console? So for that I can use the read function. So here in print I have to write print because I want the content to be shown in the console, so I have to use the default print function, and inside print we can write f. F is what? See, this is f, this variable in which we have opened the file. So I can write f dot read. Okay, now let's run it. See, you can see the content of my file here, that is hello, good to see you, let us all learn Python. Got it? So what we are doing, in a variable we are opening our file in read mode and text mode, and then inside print we are writing f dot read. So what, just by writing f dot read, whole content of my file you can read it here in the console. Now for example, you don't want this all content to be presented. Now this is only 3 line, that is fine, but it is possible that there is any file that is containing 500 lines, 1000 line, 2000 lines, right? But for example, I don't want those 1000 lines to be shown here. I just want only some of the beginning characters to be shown here. So how you can do, you can mention it here, f dot read, and then you can mention the number of characters that you want to see. For example, we are having 3 lines, but we don't want to read the whole, we just want to read let's say the first 10 characters. So what I can do, I can mention 10 here. So what it will do, instead of showing this whole file content, it will show only first 10 characters. Let's run it. See, only hello and then good, only these 10 characters are shown here. Got it? So you can either read the whole file, or you can write or you can either read the whole file content, or you can read the limited characters as per your wish. You can mention the number of characters here. Got it? Now instead of reading specific number of characters, let's say you want to read only one line. Fine, you don't want to specify characters, you just want to read the first line of your file. So in that case you can write read line. Just by writing f dot read line, you will be able to read one line of your file. See, only hello is printed. Got it? Now let's say you want to read the first 2 lines. So what you can do, it is simple, you can write this twice. So if you write this twice, you will be able to read first 2 lines, as you can see here, hello and good to see you. If again one more times I am pasting it, I will be able to see 3 lines. Got it? So similarly, this is how f dot read line is used. Now let's say I want to use a loop, and with the help of loop I want to rotate the loop or execute the loop up to how many number of lines are there in my file. So what I want to do, I want to read each and every line of my file using a loop. So how we can do, you know that it is very simple, we can do that using for loop. So for, let's take any variable x in, and what is my variable in which the file is open? F. So we will write for x in f. What we want to read it, so we will print it, print x. So what this will simply do, this will simply execute this for loop for as many times as your number of lines are present in your file. So in our file, we know that, as I've shown you, in our file there are 3 lines, so it will be executed 3 times and all the 3 lines will be printed. Yes. So as you can see in the output, hello, glad to see you, let us all learn Python. So with the help of this for loop, all the lines of our file is printed as shown here. Got it? It is very simple. Now if you have opened the file, right, you have opened the file, you have done whatever you want to do in whichever mode you want to open, and once all your task is done, the last thing that we always need to do is close the file handle. Now how to close? It is very simple, f dot close. Got it? So whatever you want to do with the file, you can read, write, append, you can do everything, and at the end you need to close your file with the help of f dot close. Got it? Okay, so I have told you how to open the file, how to close the file, how to read the contents from the file, how to read specific content, how to read whole content. We have seen all the varieties. Now the important thing that we need to do with the file is basically to write into the existing file. Fine. So we know that our file with this name testfile.txt is already there. Now let's say we want to write into this file. Now I have told that there are two modes whenever we want to write into the file, that is append and write. So whenever you want to there is already, see, already these three lines are present. For example, you just want to, already three lines are there, you want to add any fourth line. So what you can do in that case, what you want, that the three lines that are already existing, they should already exist, and I just need to add a fourth line. In that case you can do this with append mode. So here we will write append mode, and then what I want to do is I want to add a file. So I want to basically write in that, so I can use f dot write, and then in the bracket inside this curly, inside this inverted commas, I have to write whatever I want to add. So let's say I am writing that I am adding fourth line in the file. I am adding fourth line in the file. Got it? Now I have opened the file. I wanted to write something, so I have already written. Now what I can do, I can simply close my file. Now I just want to show you that whether my content is printed or not. So how we can do that? Again we can open our file. Again we can open our file for reading its content, but at this time we will open it in the read mode. And then what I want to do, I just want to print its new content. So I can write print f dot read. Fine. Now let's run it and see what we are getting. Hello, good to see you all. Let us all learn Python. I am adding fourth line in the file. Got it? That means this much was my previous content. That means there is no change in my previous content. It is already there. I have just added some new content after my previous content. Fine, this is what append mode will do. Now see, at the same place, if I am writing here write mode instead of append mode, then what will happen? What do we mean by W? That means whatever content is already present in my file, I don't want any of those content, and the old content will be completely replaced by my new content. Fine. So W mode, what will it do? It will erase all the previous content, and only this new content will be remaining in the file. See, first of all, you got this. This is the example of append, that my previous content is already there. I am adding fourth line in the file is just added. Now I have changed this A. Earlier it was A and this was the output. Now just in place of A I am writing W, and let's run it. See, now the content of the file is only this. That means whatever content was there previously, all the content is erased, and this is my new content. That means all the content of the file is just rewritten with the help of the new content. Got it? So I hope you have got all the idea that how to open the file, close the file, read from the file, print the content of the file into the console, how to write any new content into the file in append mode as well as write mode. Fine. So these were some of the important topics or important concepts that I wanted to show you. I hope now you will be able to do anything with the help of file in Python code. Clear? So just practice this with the help of practice this on your own also, you will get a better idea, and in case you have any doubt you can always ask in the comment section. So let us meet again in the next video with some new topic. Thank you so much.